As of 2 days ago, I've had this particular treadmill for 2 years. The only maintenance I've been doing on it is keeping it properly lubed. I read a lot of reviews before settling on this one, and I noticed a theme of people with these folding type treadmills saying they started smelling smoke and then it would just stop working after about 6 months to a year of ownership. Now, according to the manufacturer, you're supposed to oil these every 125 miles of use. And for people using these 5 to 6 miles a week, that time frame comes to about 6 months. Now, I'm not saying all these people leaving these reviews were doing something wrong, because I'm sure that these do just go bad by themselves sometimes. But oiling it the proper amount can't hurt, so here's what I've been doing. First, you want to make sure you turn off the treadmill. Then for my treadmill, there's these two bolts on either side at the bottom I need to loosen, so I use the hex key to loosen the belt. I always count the exact amount of turns I do for each, so later I don't have to worry about adjusting the tension on each to center the belt. Even when the belt is loosened, it can be kind of a pain to lift up, so I have this little plastic tool to pry it up with. But you can use pretty much anything that won't scratch the bottom of the treadmill. Now, until recently, I have just been using the oil that came with the treadmill, and it was kind of uncomfortable to try and get the oil in the middle of the belt where it's most needed. So I recently purchased this new oil with a much longer applicator, which makes things so much easier. I'm going to use this borescope to try to get footage under the belt. It doesn't have the best camera, so excuse the quality. But I tried to get the oil in the middle of the belt right above where my feet naturally land when I use this thing. I give it a solid line of oil coming back from the middle, then I go to the other side and I do the same thing. That way the middle has the most lubrication. My manual says to use 5 to 10 milliliters per application, which is about 2 teaspoons. You don't want to overdo it because the belt can start slipping and then you'll have to over tighten it to keep it from slipping. Then all I do is retighten the belt and turn on the treadmill to the lowest speed, while using my hand to make sure the oil is spread mostly right where my feet usually land. After that, I get on the treadmill and I walk for a few minutes just to make sure the oil is nicely spread out, but that's basically it. Nothing too hard, just takes a little bit of time.